Welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa. Get your education booklet in our daily newspaper, street sales, or at your school every Monday to Thursday for pre-primary up until grade 3. The lessons are for listening or watching online. Inside the newspapers, there is an insert of the lesson booklet. Please cut the top of the lesson booklet with a pair of scissors and fold it for ready to use. But there is more. We are also available on our online platforms, MyZone and Zoshi Facebook pages, and in addition, our website, Zoshi Online. Hello grade 2s and welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa and thank you so much for joining me today. Our theme this week is senses. And before we get into any lessons, boys and girls, we know that we have to sanitize. Remember, if you don't have sanitizer, that's okay. You can use soap and water. Just make sure that you rub and rinse your hands for 30 seconds. Make sure your hands are dry before you touch anything else. For today's lesson, we'll be doing geometry and place value. For our lesson today, boys and girls, we are going to start on page 12. On page 12, we are doing geometry, and this time we are dealing with the 3D shapes. Now, before you begin your exercise, which is asking you to write what shape each of the real life things that we can see, we are now going to first tell you the shapes. So, let us take a look. I'd like you to follow me please in your booklet because you have the same shapes. I'm doing this so that you can understand and also pronounce the words correctly. This one is a cube. Everyone, let's say cube. Cube. Well done. Now a cube looks like a little box, and when you look at it, it is made up of squares. A cube, just like a square, is the same size no matter how you turn it. It has many faces, corners, and edges. So when you see a cube, you know that it is the cousin or related to the square. The next one that we can see in our booklets is a pyramid. Everyone, let's say pyramid. 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 Now a pyramid looks like the actual pyramids that are in Egypt. It has a nice pointy top and many sides and faces as well. It has a flat surface that you can see and different angles too. This is related to the triangle because in order for you to make a pyramid, you need triangles and a little square at the bottom. The next one that we have is called a cylinder. Everyone, let's say cylinder. 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 Now a cylinder looks like it has two tops or bottoms. So you can turn a cylinder this way, which is upright, or lying down. A cylinder has two flat surfaces and then one round one. You can see many real life things that are cylinder shaped. The next one that we can see is a cone. Everyone, let's say cone. Cone. Now, I don't need to introduce a cone to you because I'm sure that if I turn it like this, you will know exactly what it is and where you've seen it. Now, a cone has one flat surface, but it also has a pointy top. So, the corner of a cone is up here and it has a round area. The next one that we have is called a sphere. Sphere. Everyone, let's say sphere. Now a sphere looks round and it has no corners and no edges as well. So if you see this one, it can remind you of something that we use to throw or bounce. The next one is, or rather the last one, is a rectangular prism. Everyone, let's say rectangular prism. Rectangular prism. Now this one is related to the rectangle. That's why it's called rectangular. It is wide just like a rectangle and it also has a few squares to help it with its shape. There are many things in real life that have the rectangular prism. So now that you know the different shapes, I want you to please do your exercise and try very hard to look for them on your page. You can also try and look around you to see which are the 3D shapes that we live with every day. When you're done with that one, you can move on to the next page, page 13. On page 13, we are moving on to place values. Now, a place value is, we all know, the place that a number sits. Today, we have 3 of them. Grandpa hundreds, Mr. tens, and Mrs. units. It's going to be your job to fill in the boxes with the correct place value. Now, the numbers on top need to go to the correct place value. They have shown you for number 1 or the example that 158 has been put in a box. Now remember, boys and girls, every time you see a place value, you must always start with units, then go to tens, and then hundreds. That way, you will place the numbers correctly. So please start every time with units. For the example, we can see that our units are 8, and then our tens are 5, and our hundreds is 1. So take your time, boys and girls, with this one. Read the numbers out loud and start with the units. If you don't have anything to put for hundreds, that's okay. Don't change how you're supposed to do the exercise. When you're done with that, double check, and then after that, I will see you soon.
Follow us on MyZone Facebook Active Kids to watch your daily lesson and other fun activities with Zoe and Zoshi.
Boys and girls, we have now come to the end of our lesson and I hope you had fun. Remember, if you're not sure what to do or you are confused, that's okay. You can always ask an adult for help. Just make sure that you finish all your work by yourself. Now that we are done, it is important for us to sanitize. Remember, boys and girls, if you don't have sanitizer, that's okay. You can use soap and water. Just make sure you wash and rinse your hands for 30 seconds. Make sure your hands are dry before you touch anything else. Sashi said he was going to come and visit me, but I haven't seen him today. Sashi? Oh, there you are, Sashi. Would you like to go outside today? Wonderful. So, from Sashi and I, we would like to say thank you for joining us today and goodbye.
Our online school will help you along the way. Find us at www.zoshi.online and download the booklet. Follow us on Facebook to never miss a video. Subscribe to our Zoshi Telegram channel if you want to receive daily updates. Proudly sponsored by the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture, Namibian Community Trust, UNICEF, My Zone Online School, Amos Meerkat Syllabus, and Capricorn Foundation.